Yep, just waiting. Greetings from yet another warehouse. Couple topics on this one. I'm gonna take a walk because I've arrived in New Jersey to pick up a load that's going to Glastonbury, Connecticut. Back, working my way back home. I'll tell you about that in a second. Actually, I'll tell you about that now. So, it's a little chilly out here. So I like to work my routes away from home and then work my way back home. Try never to deadhead, which means traveling without anything on your trailer. So right now, as you can tell, there's nothing on the trailer, but that's because I just dropped off. I left my home, picked up a load. I think I drove an hour or so. Picked up a load in Plainville, Connecticut, and brought that load to a train yard in New York. Dropped that off, and then I hightailed empty, which means better fuel, down to New Jersey, where I am now, and I'm picking up. It's about 1:15. They're on lunch for another 15 minutes, so I figured, hey, why not stretch my limbs? So I'm taking a walk downtown. Sorry, I guess I didn't mind. Taking a walk down when I turned onto the street, which, by the way, my Navi had me going to a totally different street. Second time today, my truck Navi had me doing that. But yeah, so I saw the neighborhood. I'm like, I've been here before. So I ignored my Navi for the last few streets. If not, I would have been going around in circles. But thank goodness I remembered some familiar points of interest. Made a left, and here I am at this humongous warehouse. Huge. Anyway, so that's where I am. Let's talk about the money. First load today was 500. This load is 450, so it's a $950 day. This load only takes up half of my trailer. I called the receiver for this load, in other words, where I'm headed with it. I gave them a shout and said, hey, I called the shipper. I called the broker. And I was like, hey, I'm not gonna make it by 3 today. Got traffic coming out of New York. He said, no, it's okay. You could deliver it tomorrow anyway. I was like, oh, sweet. So in that case, once I pick this up, 1:30, these guys get off lunch. Hopefully I'll be loaded by 2. I gotta tarp this thing. That'll take me about 45 minutes. I know it sounds like a long time, but I can't seem to do it faster. Plus I like to be neat, overly neat. Excuse me. But I'll still have time to grab something nearby, headed out of here, going back northeast, whether it's going north to Albany. I won't go to Long Island or the city right now because traffic will be nuts. I'll get home at 9 o'clock. But if I can hightail out of here, grab something nearby, or get back to Connecticut and grab something around there, so be it. Otherwise, I'll be happy with my $950 day and take it home. So that's that. The other reason for this video is, listen, when you're driving for a long period of time, at least me, you may want some exercise. And walking down to this little, I'm passing a BK, but haven't had a New York hot dog in ever. I used to own a food truck. If you keep it clean, it's great. If you don't, it's gross. This is not a food truck though. It's a little hot dog stand in a, if I can see it, with the yellow thing. So I'm headed there to grab a dog and kill some time, and really just to stretch my legs and walk, because otherwise you tend to feel kind of numb sometimes, and it's depending on how far you drive without stopping. So I tend to stretch in the morning. I just stretched while I was giving the lady my paperwork when I was checking in at the shipper. And this little walk, although not along kind of to where that car is where my truck is, and I got this far to go, so not the farthest walk, but gets the muscles stretched and moving, keeps the blood moving, and it's a good thing. So exercising any chance you get, stretching whenever you get, is definitely a plus. What else? I told you about my money for the day. Oh, another thing I want to talk to you guys about is, so I have my alerts. They go off, let me know when loads are coming up, and I was booking for tomorrow. I booked a load. What I'm picking up now, I'm going to drop off tomorrow morning. I had a call from a direct shipper who markets for me. It's a junkyard / auction house in Connecticut. They what they do is they auction cars there, you know, government cars, police cars, all that kind of stuff, and folks bid on them over the internet. They'll ship those cars to the winning bidders throughout Connecticut, but not beyond the Connecticut borders. So I went there, I picked up a car there one day, asked them, you know, do they ever need transportation? They're the ones that explained to me, we only do Connecticut deliveries, not anything further than that. And I was like, oh, well, in that case, I do all the Northeast. Here's a flashy flyer. As a matter of fact, they didn't have my flashy photographic flyers back then. I'm gonna walk down this side street with you guys. But I'll give them one today, and I'm sure they'll post it. Anyway, at least 5 times now they've given my number out to someone who says, hey, how do I get those cars from your location to where I am in New York? Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, whatever. I won't go to Manhattan in my truck. No way. I did it once with a boat, and that was dope. Came down from Vermont, but other than that, nah, no Manhattan for me in a truck and a trailer. No way. So anyway, they gave my number to somebody who won two auctions yesterday. They have 2 vehicles going to Brooklyn. Guy called me. I missed his call. I always call my missed calls because you never know. I called back, and he explained to me he had an SUV, a Crown Vic, and a Ford Explorer, probably old police cars. Asked me how much to bring them from Connecticut to Brooklyn. Brooklyn's kind of nutty to get in and out of. I said $750. He said $7. I said deal. So I'm going from home. I'm going to park tonight at home. I'll drop off this load I'm picking up here at its destination tomorrow morning. Then hightail 20 minutes to pick up these 2 vehicles. Throw those on. That's how you supplement with vehicles. It's loads. It's freight. It's not freight technically, but it's loads. I'll throw those on. I'll come down to Brooklyn. And then I had another load booked that I booked on the way down today on the highway. Had my alert go off. And I tried to book. I booked it. They wanted a 30-foot Hotshot. I have a 32. Usually the longer the worse. Usually the longer the better for more loads for the driver. But some places have, you know, tight spots they need you to get in and out of. So he said he reached out to the shipper. They said it was okay for a 32. 2 extra feet wasn't a big deal. However, he just called me back and said, hey, sorry, bad news. 32 is too much. In reality, I think he had it up for $650. I agreed at $650. I agreed. I'm thinking somebody else priced at $600 or $550. And he thought, shit, let me make some more money for myself. And he probably took whatever, a 32 or 30, who knows what size trailer, but he probably made himself more money. It happens. You can't be mad. That's negative energy you don't want to hold on to or harbor. So anyway, so I had a load leaving this New York, New Jersey, Brooklyn area tomorrow after I drop those vehicles down here. But no, I don't. No big deal. Still got all day today. This world of freight and brokerage closes at about 5 p.m. So still got a lot of hours yet to book something for tomorrow, leaving this area, going back towards my home area. And that's where we are. Keep it posted on that. I think that's it. The brokerage, the call that came in, exercise, and going to get this dog. Later.